Welcome back. If you haven't watched any of the videos of this series, go watch them so you can start like we have it right now. So today we are making the overall page structure of this app. So first, inside of this source directory, we are creating a components folder. Components, if you have to. Components, and inside of this one we are creating a footer.jsx, and inside that a React functional component. Make sure that the first letter of this function is a capital letter, because otherwise React won't notice this as a React functional component. Then we add a header component, header.jsx. Then we add projects.jsx, and then for the last file we add a favorite tag.jsx and also a functional component. So for today we are just creating the header and the footer. So first we are importing this in the overall app.jsx. So footer, and you can see it auto imports this at the top from component/footer, and then the header also. So if we save this, you can see we have the footer with the text and also the header with the text. So now for the header, I've imported a photo, so you can just put a photo of yourself or like your character or something. And then first we have to import this photo for the header. So I just say photo from .assets/photo.jpg, right? And then we have this div. We can delete the header, and now we add some CSS classes from Tailwind and DaisyUI to this div. First we say hero bg base 200, so that's the background. Then we say minimal height is the screen height, and then we say snap-start. Then inside this div we add another div, and to this div there's also a class name with hero-content flex-call, and on large screens we want this to be flex-row-reverse. And then inside this div we add an image div, but this is a self-closing div, so there's no second part to this. And we also need a class name, and we say width 120 rounded -XL, so it has rounded corners. Then we say a shadow 2XL, and that's it for the class name. But we have to link the imported photo to the image. So we say source is equal, in curly brackets we add the photo variable, and then we save it, and you can see we have the photo. So now under the div, under the image we add another div, and it also has a class name, and we are saying 120 margin right, not 120, just 20, And then inside this div we add an h1 which says welcome. Or you can say like hi to my page or something like that. And we also has a class name, so it's bigger from just a normal div. We are saying text dash 5xl. And now see we have this text. Then underneath this we can just say h2, and then we can say something like my name is Sebi, and we also have to add a class name, so it's slightly bigger, but we don't want it to be as big as the h1, so you just say 3xl. And then we can copy it beneath it and say I'm a software developer or anything else. And then if we save that, you can see we have this. Now to the upper h2 we add also margin top 6, so it has some space to the h1, and then to the lower h2 we add margin margin top dash 6. It's margin bottom, sorry, margin bottom. Then underneath the h2s we add a tag, and we can add our GitHub GitHub profile, and for the class name we say button dash primary dash 3, and if we save that we can click on it and it won't work because we don't have a link to this. And I can just link my, and if we save that and it's loading my GitHub portfolio, profile, but it's in the same tab, and we don't want that, so we can add a target, and we can say it's underscore blank, so it will open this in a new tab for us. And then you can just add another thing. Then you can link your YouTube, and we can delete the margin 3, and then we save it, and you can see we have this YouTube button. So now you can see the page doesn't look really pleasing, so we can go to the index.css, to Daisy UI, and we can add curly braces and say themes, and we can import the coffee theme and save that. And then into the app.jsx we go to the div and add data-theme and say it's the coffee theme and save this, and now it looks much better. If you want a list, you can go to the daisyui.com page, and under themes there's a list of every theme they have, and then you can just import it in the index and set it to the data theme in the app.jsx, and it will work. So now we can go to the footer. So for the footer we are installing npm Lucid React. So it's just some symbol library. So we can use a copyright symbol from them. So we are importing this copyright from Lucid React, and we need these curly braces before and after the copyright because it's not a default export, it's just an export. So we could also add a whole lot of other symbols and signs from them, So we are using this to specify it. Then for the footer, we are deleting the footer thing, and then we are saying then because it's a footer, we delete the div, and we can use the footer HTML tag, and it also has a class name, and we say, yeah, it's the footer. So this is a footer from Daisy UI. You can just copy it from their website. Footer dash horizontal, and then we say it's the center, and we say background is base 300, and the text is base content. Then we say we have a padding of 4 on every side, and we say snap.start. Then we add a side tag, and it also has some styling, and we say it's a flex and flex-row. So now we add the copyright. We import it from on top, not copyright, and because it's also a React functional component, it's self-closing. And then beneath this we add a p tag, and we can say 2023, for example, all right reserved by. Okay, then you can just add your name or GitHub profile name. Then if we save this and we scroll down, you can see this is the footer, and this is the Lucid React. And then we don't really want to go back to this website every year and change the 2023 or the year, so we can add a little bit of JavaScript. We do this by adding curly brackets, and then we can say new date, and then we just want the year, get full year, and if we save this, you could see it updated it automatically to 2025. So this was it for this video. In the next video we will create the project section of this portfolio, so you can add your own personal projects. See you.